welcome to the Pavartoni Ravioli, the only podcast for this pasta. Isn't that crazy?
Dude,
I have to actually...
you ever fucking just cover yourself in spaghetti?
Yes.
Hoping to God that the great Italian man in the sky will eat you?
Come on, you're looking right at me. I'm covered in spaghetti as we speak. Crazy shit. I'm always covered in spaghetti when recording for optimal audio quality.
Remember those old, like, was it like 4chan, like green text stories?
Oh, yeah.
With, like,
spaghetti coming out of pockets.
Spaghetti coming out of the pockets?
Of course.
I feel like that's one of those things where, okay, the viewer's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Okay, so back in the day, for people who don't know, there were these good old green text stories that, basically, do I even have to explain what a green text story is?
Well, green text is basically loser mythology.
Yeah.
It's basically
just like a fucking story told on 4chan.
And it's mostly has to do with, like, guys in their late teens, early 20s who fail at social things.
Yes.
And this was back when the kinds of people who would post that shit on 4chan were charming.
Yeah.
Well, charming in quotes. They were fucking...
yeah, charming in big quotes.
Yeah.
You know. Well, I don't know. Has /Pol taken over all of 4chan at this point, or...
Who knows? Who knows? Whatever. But there were some great ones. There's like, okay, the best ones to me were ones where they showed this insane level of literary prowess. They clearly were a fucking writer, and there was one that I remember where a guy wrote this story. It was so long. It spanned across like several threads. There was a story about him meeting this girl while playing video games online, and they really started to bond together, and they got so close, and like it told them growing old together, and then like she got cancer as they were about to get married, and then he like got, what was it, a message about her in the hospital while at work, and he was like, oh shit, and so he goes to the hospital, and the green text ends with, I got into the hospital, got on the floor, everybody doing a dinosaur, and it was just for that part. It was so, if anybody can find it, it's fucking hilarious. But listen,
and of course, if we're talking about 4chan, of course we have to mention
the pranks.
No.
Yeah.
/MLP.
Oh, /MLP.
That was a den of absolute disgust and hilarity.
It was a wild ride, let me tell you. There used to be entire videos dedicated to showing
the Pony Fred simulators.
Yeah. Fun fact, I'm in one of them. My only contribution to those, and I don't think you can find it now because I tried to find it. It was from a creator called Homer Simpson something.
He made most of them.
Yes, and there was just one of me posting a reaction GIF back to somebody and going, why? That's the only I could...
And that explains quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just why.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just pure degeneracy.
Indeed. Okay, so I want to get something out of the way early in the podcast, because I want to talk about this, okay? So, us Povertinos, us Poveriolis, the Poverty family, the Don, we recently got our first big fan animation.
That we did!
From the one, the only, Will Falcon, and if y'all haven't seen it, you should check it out, because it will be right up your alley if you're into Potty Pals, because he animated a
You should absolutely put it in the description of this fucking video.
Of course,
you know?
Yeah. Basically, he animated this Twitter video of us fiercely arguing about Little Witch Academia.
Fiercely, you say fiercely arguing, but it's basically just me saying...
It's me
I feel like it wasn't even that long into the show, just saying... I prefer this one character, Andrew, a bit more than this other character called Diana.
Yeah. And listen...
and then you flip they shit.
Hilarity ensues. Listen, okay, what... Yeah, but watch animation...
Because you're horny for Diana.
Yeah, no, it's... I like Diako! I like Diana Shepard! So the animation... It's a very well done animation because it has so many like background stuff too. Like first of all, you know, it's got the whole like context of what's in the parking lot, but also it has the Charles Manson dancing to the Lucky Star thing in the background. Mm-hmm. It's got Freddy Got Fingered and Blade in the back. It's fucking.
It has an ad saying, "Do you have the big cancer? Consult Dr. Owen."
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, go check that out. I'll put in the description. Thank you, Will Falcon. It was very nice.
Yes.
I have no idea.
He's also a cool dude that I sometimes talk to on the Discord.
Yeah, he's in the Curriculum Discord. Soon there will be a Powdy Pals Discord soon. But
yeah. Although at this point, Curriculum Discord is basically the Powdy Pals Discord in a way.
Yeah. God. What the hell am I saying? Oh. Yeah.
Another thing.
Yeah.
that we need to cover.
Yeah.
Is a couple episodes ago at the end. It was the one with Tom.
Yeah.
I said, hey, on the next episode, we're gonna talk about the movies we watched.
Yeah.
And then I forgot.
Of course.
So we're gonna do that now.
Yeah.
It's the 2 movies. First of all is Star Wars Episode 6.
Yes. The Rise of Sky... No, Empire Strikes Back. That was the one. That's not the one. Wait.
No, the Return of the Jedi.
Yes, the one with the funny Ewoks.
Yes.
It was pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Okay, that was Star... No. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to say about it, because I think it's a pretty good... close to the series, and I understand now why people are disappointed in 7 to 9, because...
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. I definitely got that feeling at the end of it. Just feeling like, it should have just ended here.
Yeah.
It should have ended here.
Absolutely.
You know? Like,
Man, this is so quite... yeah. Well, and then we got the second movie we saw.
Was the Tanko movie from the 90s.
Yes, the one that the nostalgia critic went about.
Yeah.
And
I shall tell you, as a Tanko fan, I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good, honestly.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Though, one big, I guess one thing that's like a little like, is, oh my lord, the goddamn 90s fucking camera.
Yeah.
Angles.
So much fucking, what's it called? Wide angle and whatever.
Yeah, wide angle. Yeah.
But, okay.
Like, it just like oozes with 90s stuff, which for some people might be like a, nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
But for some people it might be like, this is disgusting.
See, it's funny, all the things I grew up in, all the things I should be nostalgic for, are things I hate. Like, I don't know. But, okay, I'll give you the things I liked about it and the things I didn't like about it. I'll give you a rundown. Things I liked. One, I think it was fun. I think it did Tanko justice. It sort of had the environment going on with all the things.
Oh yeah.
All the shit. I liked the little animated segment and all the like crazy fucking art direction and shit.
Yeah, I like the fact that it actually had like some official art by Jamie Hewlett for it.
Exactly.
You know, that's pretty cool.
And I really like that Malcolm McDowell plays the villain.
Yes.
I love him. And I think all the characters he plays are moral, but okay, and the things I didn't like about the movie. One, the 90s 2000s, it's everywhere. Yeah. But also, I'm gonna be honest, I really did not like the kangaroo people.
Yeah, I wasn't super.
There's this.
I don't know. I wasn't super into the whole, the rippers.
Yeah, there's
kangaroo things.
There's a whole chunk of the movie where they go to the kangaroo guys, and they're in the comics, and
yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like what would have been better to me, honestly, is if they did what they have in the comics, where it's mainly just like Boga. It's like the only one.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Final.
Like he's like he's kind of like a Scooby-Doo, except way more adult.
Yeah, exactly.
In a way.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a Tinky Girl movie.
Yeah, but overall, pretty good.
Yeah.
You know,
I gotta put some milk in this, quite frankly, because damn, it's.
I'll take care of it.
Okay, I'll talk in the meantime. So I wanna, while we're talking about this, I wanna talk about my happenings, things I did within the week, because I have one thing in particular that I did a few days ago. Oh man. So first of all, pour milk. This is the milk pouring segment.
A little milk in the coffee.
Here we go. Pour it in there. Okay. So,
because love is not drinking black coffee. Black coffee, stare at the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, I get it. Okay.
Black flag.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, so there's been a new second-hand store in town.
There has?
Yeah, and it's along the strip that what's it called? Goes from Panduro down to the thing.
Okay, so I know what that means.
Yeah, but listen, I was just telling Kumbel, y'all won't know, because y'all are fucking stupid. Okay, so I went the second-hand store. It's been kind of shit for the first few weeks. I'm like, what is this shit? But yeah, a few days ago, I went in there. I was like, whoa, I'm gonna look for some shit, and they had some cool shit. I looked at all the things. What I found was, I found me a... what was it? I actually found a few interesting DVDs. I found Fritz the Cat on DVD.
Oh, fuck, really?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta watch that.
Yes, we do.
Oh my god.
And, what's it called? I found the entire DVD box set of Trigun, which is a fucking anime from the 90s, I guess.
That's another thing I want us to watch, honestly.
Yeah. And let's see here, what else? I found a fucking vinyl record of was it a German record of fucking some guy covering weird songs on his Hammond organ. I don't know. Listen, it had popcorn on it, so I had to get it. I'm obsessed with this. Okay, side tangent. There's this electronic song called Popcorn, which is the first like the commonly like agreed on like, oh, this is one of the first things.
I think everyone honestly just knows it though.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
If we just played, it's just like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But
you know it.
Yeah, but the fascinating thing is, it had so many fucking versions throughout the late 60s and 70s, and like there's a million of them. There's like there's so many in like Russian kids cartoons that where it's been used, and there's like this one cover of it that I really like, and I don't know, it's by this weird, I think he's a Czech guy, and it's this cover with like xylophones and shit, and he's like singing over it, and I don't know what he's singing. I'll do a video on it at some point. I want to talk about it because it's a very strange thing. Okay,
great.
So I bought a bunch of, I took all the shit to the cash register. I was like, okay, cool. And this is where the story goes awry, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh?
Because the cash register... Oh, and by the way, I was already like wondering like, what is he going to think the kind of person I am when I have fucking first the cat where on the cover of the DVD is fucking groping at our cat's tits, and it's like it was furry shit. But yeah,
it's Fritz the cat.
Yeah,
you know.
Listen, so I put that up onto the counter, and he does the thing every man dreads in a secondhand store thing. He picks up, for example, the Trigun thing. He takes out his phone and he scans the barcode on the back and he starts looking up what it's worth. That's a bad thing, ladies and gentlemen.
I have never had this happen to me.
Yeah, but these guys were a little too smart for my liking.
Oh.
And he was like, yeah, and it was a little more it was pretty fucking expensive. So I'm gonna come back and buy a few of those things in a few days. But you know,
okay.
Listen, what I'm saying is,
So from that, what did you actually get?
I bought the Hammond organ vinyl thing, and I bought a Tom Waits CD. Thank you. But I'll go back and buy the other shit because it's in a big box. Listen, we'll do shit. Okay. What the hell am I saying? I'm very poor. Okay. You know what? I'll lead that into the next mini thing. Weird thing.
Oh yeah. That's a topic idea I had.
Yeah.
One thing that I think Love and I just talked about like little now and then is buying groceries when you're poor.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
Let me tell you, folks. There are certain things you gotta know where it's just like, okay, what could I substitute with this? Basically, what could I substitute this product?
Yeah. What's the cheapest thing?
Like, for one thing I know is, at least here in Sweden, in the grocery stores always have like a little how you say, freshly baked goods.
Oh yes,
you know,
yes, freshly baked.
Be it like whether it be sweets like muffins or donuts and bullshit shit like that, but also bread.
Yeah,
and loaves of bread there is always cheaper than like the normal like sliced bread that you get in like the good old plastic bag.
Yeah,
you know.
And
that's always, so that's one thing I know.
Yeah, so that's first hobo trick.
Another thing, soup.
Oh yeah, soup.
Soup is good.
Yeah.
Soup is good food.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'll say my favorite soup is it's a pretty fucking common kind of soup in Sweden. It's peas and pork.
Oh yeah, I know that one. I have that.
My favorite brand being it's actually literally called the Soldier's Peas and Pork.
I have seen that one.
It comes in like this green can. It's got the stencil font on it.
Yeah.
It's fucking delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm gonna give him my hobo experience. This has to be the most hobo moment of my entire fucking life, where I have my coffee at home. I have my quick coffee kind you just mix up the kumbalass.
Yeah. Instant coffee.
Yeah. And I was like, I want some sweeteners, and so I went to what's this? It's like a little convenience store that's mostly known for having a bunch of different papers and magazines and shit.
It's kind of like how you say, a quickie mart.
Yeah, kind of like that. They're in a lot of train stations and shit. But yeah, I went in there and they have free sugar packets for the coffee, and so I just took like 5 of them. And then when I got home, I got out a little plastic container, poured them onto the thing, and then the next.
I mean, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, well, it makes it simpler. I could just take a little spoon, put it in.
You just like put the little packets in like a little thing and take one every time you.
No, here's the thing. These ones are really unstable. Whatever. So
they're ready to explode.
Yes, exactly. But then
pour sugar all over your fucking little kitchen.
Yes, and then within the next few days, I found out that sugar isn't actually that expensive.
Nah.
I thought it was. Thank you. That was the poverty time of the month. But also, let me tell you, there are some cheaper products that I refuse to fucking buy.
One thing I mentioned this on like an earlier podcast is it's like I am done with cheap coffee.
Yeah.
You know, cheap coffee tastes fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one thing where I'm like, put my foot down and be like, no, I will pay the extra for the good coffee.
I feel like the single worst cheapened product for me personally is so you know there's several different chains of stores here, and there's one called Coop, and that's mainly the one that's next to me, but and they have the cheap meatballs. Let me tell you, don't ever get cheap meatballs
from Coop.
Yes. And they are fucking disgusting. They're the worst thing ever. Like, Jesus Christ, they have, like... I honestly can't describe the unique shitness they are. Thank you.
Wasn't Coop also the one in an earlier podcast where you complained about their taco bread?
Yeah.
It seems to me their store brand fucking products are just shit.
Yeah, fucking so angry. But
meanwhile, I will say, the fucking... the store I usually buy from, Ica...
Yeah?
They're fucking like, it's so funny, like their cheapest fucking store products are called Ica Basic.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, their fucking sliced cheese, Ica Basic sliced cheese is the best fucking cheese ever.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That was some good shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh god.
El Dorado fucking cheese though, sucks dick.
Okay.
In comparison.
Exactly. Let's talk about the Bay of Pigs invasion. So, JFK got his flint and steel. He had all the pigs in like the little glass thing that he built, like on the creative mode, and he started like, and they all went, and like it fried the pork chops for him because he set them on fire. That's a life hack. I have no idea what the Bay of Pigs invasion was, other than I think it was a false flag, I don't know. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I haven't looked into that one, the whole Cuba Crisis.
Yeah.
That was maybe a thing I learned in school.
Yeah.
But it's something I haven't really looked up on afterwards.
There is an interesting part of that, how that, when they started doing the nuclear shit, that was the closest the world ever came to just getting
That I know.
Forever.
That I know.
And there's that famous story of, like, the Russians who got faulty info that the US had launched, like, 1 billion fucking nukes.
Oh, yeah.
And there's if they had, like, I don't know, if they had, like, retaliated to that, it would have been a fucking over, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because the US has, like, the dead hand switches where, like, they go back and forth, like, listen. But then one guy was like, hey, that's probably faulty.
Yeah.
Bitch. Thank you. Okay.
Nuclear weapons. Scary fucking shit.
It is. Not cheap. Oh. So, listen. I've been wanting to watch the fucking Godfather because I've
never seen it.
Yeah, it's
At some point we need to just make a list of like movies that are like movies you have to watch that we haven't.
I've been wanting to fucking do something like that, and I think we start doing it when it starts getting hotter outside.
Oh yeah.
We'll just start doing Fancy Boy. What's it called?
What are you saying?
What would it be called? I don't know, movie snob bullshit. Listen.
What are you trying to convey?
I was trying to convey that I wanted to watch all the classic shit that all the movie snobs talk about.
Oh, movie? You mean the movie buffs?
Yes, movie buff shit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, I already seen most Tarantino films.
Oh yeah, those are.
I think it's only like I haven't watched the Kill Bill movies.
Yeah.
I haven't seen what's that one called, Jackie Brown.
Oh yeah, Jackie Brown.
And I don't think I've seen The Hateful Eight.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's some basically the ones I haven't seen.
Yeah.
But one thing I definitely need to see some more Kubrick shit.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
I want to watch all the Kubrick shit I haven't seen. Well, okay.
I'm not so keen on Clockwork Orange though.
Oh god, I want to rewatch that on my own because I want to fucking. That movie is amazingly 70s.
I don't know. I think it would be. I think it's fair of me to not want to watch things that include rape.
Yeah, but all of my
fair.
animations does.
No, they do not. I think it's fair to say that to have that be a turn off for most people.
Yeah, it's a turn off to most of the girls I date.
Love. Fucking Lord, man.
That was a Chilling Skeletons joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Fucking hell. Sometimes it seeps out, man. Sometimes
it didn't seep out. It came out fully willing. Oh. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what the heck was the thing. What else am I talking about? This is what happens when I get coffee high. Some news in what's been coming out recently. Dude, the fucking the JoJo Part 4 OVA, what was it? Something Rohan.
Yeah.
It's come out, and I'm fucking psyched.
We're gonna watch some of that
See
today.
it, yeah. We want to see it. Because Rohan is a funny artist guy, and I'm like, dude, that's me.
Oh my god, I fucking remember. Okay, so here's the thing for people. God damn it, we need to be more specific when we're talking about JoJo because not everyone watches JoJo.
Okay,
but okay, I just want to say,
yeah,
there's this character in Part 4 of JoJo called Rohan, and he's a manga illustrator, manga artist.
Yeah, crazy guy.
And man, I just remember when it was one of the lines where it's just like he's like, oh, I get like 30 pages, 30 pages of a manga done a day, and then I'll take the rest of the day off. And this was when I was first starting out with like Lost Marble Blue.
Yeah,
I was just like, after like hearing that, I was just like,
yeah, exactly.
I fucking wish it was that easy, man.
I get that. I got that exact same sensation when we were watching the anime New Game, where this girl gets this perfect game design job at this super nice firm right out of fucking high school. She goes there and she's like, oh, everyone's nice. Everyone like she gets the creative input everywhere, and it's like, fuck you, bitch. That's not real. No. Thank you, but I was like, you are a false prophet. Okay.
They do convey the whole thing of like having to work like a bitch, though.
Yeah,
pretty well.
It's pretty realistic. Like they have like for example, when they're doing computation or drawing shit, like it feels very real.
Yeah, no.
You know.
They have one of the characters who sleeps in the fucking office sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. And they got a fat fucking chunkus cat.
Yes.
Who goes. There's this manga trope of like humans voicing cat characters that I kind of like.
I feel like that happens in a lot of animes and I love it.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, everybody, if you ever need me to voice a cat in your cartoon, I'll provide lines right now. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Use that. Use those. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, criminy.
Fucking hell.
Oh, okay, what's...
Speaking of anime,
yeah,
we finished K-On!
Oh, we did. K-On! The movie. It's weirdly structured, but you know I like it.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah,
and the whole fucking series is cute.
Yeah.
I tell you, man. For the longest time, never did I fucking think I would be watching. I get to watch so many goddamn. How we say cutesy fucking animes.
Yeah.
And actually be willing to do that and thoroughly enjoying it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's weird.
It is weird. And yeah, I'm ruining Kumbel, ladies and gentlemen. I'm destroying him.
The thing is, like, I still don't feel like I've gone full on Weebles.
Yeah.
You know?
Mr. Weeble, whatever his name was. Huh. Yeah. Oh god, I feel like I probably have to some degree.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I want to say something on this podcast. This is one of those things where the second I thought about it or talked about it with someone, I was like, this is one of those things I shouldn't say on Poverty Pals. Not because it's inappropriate or anything, not because it's bad or anything. It's because it's the nerdiest thing ever. And it's okay. I'm gonna preface this with if you want to give me Big Wedgie, if you want to swap my house, you can do it. Okay, I was sincerely been thinking about watching My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. Dubbed in Japanese, subtitled to English. Woo.
That's so bad. I almost want to fucking bully you.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, let me explain here. I looked at the clips on YouTube, and it's weird because like they even have fucking anime OPs for it. They made fucking theme songs for it.
Damn,
it's bizarre. And the what's it called? The voice actors for what's her face? I think it's if Akko from Little Witch Academia voices like several of the characters.
Huh.
Fucking interesting. Listen, y'all can give me your wedgie. You can call...
Give me the purple nurple.
Yeah, you can
the
fucking...
wet willies.
Yeah, you can give me a wet willy in my ear. You can fucking, kill me. I don't care. Listen, I have the power of God.
And anime.
Exactly on my side. I actually saw I've seen this thing several times in different libraries, and I've never picked it up, but it's the Jesus manga.
What?
It's a manga where it's apparently about Jesus' fables.
I know there's like a fucking manga version of the Bible.
Yeah, it might be something like that.
Nah.
So in conclusion, on Love's watch list is, Japanese MLP and then A Clockwork Orange.
You are legit fucking demented.
Yeah, I am demented. I'm Dr. Demento, ladies and gentlemen.
Shut up.
Oh yeah, we stopped watching The Simpsons because it turned to shit.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. It's amazing how fucking fast The Simpsons goes to shit in season 7.
Yeah, after what is, like, known to a lot of people, the best season.
Yeah.
You know?
And, like, because season 7 starts out really good. It's, like, the same part of Who Shot Mr. Burns? Like, whoa. Yeah. And like, holy shit, it gets so fucking boring.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. And it's honestly like half of like the boringness. I can't even explain why it's not as good. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. But it feels really early, really no.
Yeah.
Because I remember Yahtzee Croshaw of Zero Punctuation made this offhand comment in some game review where he said The Simpsons hasn't been good since season 6, and I was like, that's probably an exaggeration. Come on. And now watching it, he was fucking right. He was right on that exact assertion. So, yeah. Sorry, everybody. You can't join us watching The Simpsons anymore.
No. We haven't talked about us watching The Simpsons at all, barely on fucking Poverty Pals, honestly.
Yeah, we watched Mossman. You ever think about how popcorn, if you change letters, is cock porn?
Oh. I don't think about that very often.
I think about that every day.
Of course you do.
Oh. That reminds me of this one fucking famous moment from... This is so weird. There's this famous moment from a Bob Dylan press conference from 1965 where he's being asked questions and one guy comes up and asks him about a shirt he's wearing on an album cover that has like a motorcycle on it.
Okay.
And he's like, so what was the significance of that? And he's talking like a literal serial killer. Like, what was the thing of that? And Bob Dylan is like... I don't know, I didn't think about it. And he responds, I thought about it. I thought about quite a good deal. And it's like dead-eyed. It's a big meme when like the Bob Dylan fandom because it's the most fucking bizarre. It's so creepy. I swear to God, that guy became a murderer.
That guy feels like the kind of people like that the Beatles were trying to fucking fuck with like fucking I Am the Walrus.
I thought you were gonna say that feels like the kind of guy who would shoot John Lennon.
That too.
speaking of that, I have this theory, and this is my personal pet theory, and there's probably another expression for this, but I have this thing called, I think, the John Lennon ratio, where at some point somebody gets so famous that there is a sincere risk that there is one person out there dedicated enough to just kill them. That's a big chance.
That's what happened with John F. Kennedy.
Yeah, exactly. Every big famous person has one person who's dedicated enough to want to do it. The question is if they're going to succeed.
Yeah.
I don't know. So the Party Pass will reach that soon. Oh.
Honestly, sorry, I was trying to rearrange myself. Anyway, I think the only YouTuber that I know of that has had anything similar to that happen to them wasn't it like one of the members of the Creatures, Kutra? I think he got swatted at some point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they ran in. And I think they found some weed, and they actually like. Was that a thing where they arrested him for?
I don't remember. It was just like I think it was in the middle of a stream.
Yeah.
That's the only fucking person who I can think of, like a YouTuber who got like fucking ganked.
Well,
in a way,
it actually happened to there's this guy called Gavin Free. He's one half of this YouTube channel called The Slow Mo Guys, which is honestly one of my favorite YouTube channels. Just because the two guys, they're very charming British Australian guys, and they do just weird shit in slow mo.
Gavin Free, isn't that one of the guys from Rooster Teeth?
Yes, he was from Rooster Teeth, and he did a lot of that shit. But he had an incident like last year, I think, where somebody broke into their house or something.
Oh no!
I don't know, some fucked up shit. Oh god. Yeah, but you know what? I wanna something I've been doing recently, because I watch I don't know, the kind of shit I watch in the background casually. It's very depressing shit, or like very, I don't know, it's just political bullshit. But recently I've been decided I'm gonna listen to some old game reviews in the background, and it's been nice.
At some point I've been feeling like wanting to like rewatch Angry Video Game Nerd.
Yeah, they're quite rewatchable.
Yeah.
But I've been listening to the Johnny versus retrospectives, if anyone remembers them. But they're charming in that olden way. Let me tell you one thing that I don't find charming about the Zoe reviews. When they do this stupid bit where they intentionally mispronounce some character's name that's so easy to pronounce, like, and this guy, how do I pronounce that? I'll just call him Bob. You can fucking pronounce it. Thank you. Honestly, the one gaming channel that I never tire of is, and this is a weird one. It's this channel called Happy Console Gamer that I've been watching since 2013, and the reason I like it is because a lot of the episodes are these two guys. What's his fucking name? Oh god, Johnny and Rob, and they're these fucking like guys in their early 40s, and the way they basically just talk about like the memories of what was going on when a game came out, or how they were doing shit, and like they have such fascinating past because they were into anime when it was just coming to the West and shit like that, and I believe either Johnny or Rob man was like a hardcore out of the hardcore punk scene, which is bizarre because they're really old. Well, okay, not real, but. Yeah, and the way they talk about that kind of shit, it's really interesting, because, I don't know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, a lot of, like, nerds actually kind of, honestly kind of gravitated towards the whole punk thing. I think especially in, like, the 90s, I believe.
Yeah, definitely.
You know? I mean, if it can even go as far back as, like, the 70s, because the Misfits, they're essentially a bunch of nerds.
Yeah.
Horror movie fans. I think I think even Danzig is into this one anime called Devilman, I think.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Now I need to watch that, because I've been wanting to watch that, but now, wow. I
heard it's pretty fucking grotesque.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
But I think even like, another thing is like he has early on Danzig used to wear this like just this like Skull and Crossbones t-shirt, and that Skull and Crossbones is from some like anime.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember what it's called though.
That's interesting.
But it's from an old anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just that, and comic book fans and shit like that.
Yeah, of course.
And of course, I think the two most famously like nerds in punk rock would be Milo from The Descendants, of course, and Greg Gaffin from Bad Religion.
Yeah. Fucking nerds. Oh yeah. Heck was. Oh god, I'm dying. I'm trying to think what I want to talk about. I'm high, everybody. Okay, so I've been watching Cardcaptor Sakura recently.
No way.
Pretty good. Okay, that was the segment on Cardcaptor Sakura. I have nothing more to say. There was some story I was gonna tell. Oh yeah, I found this fucking sticker on a lamppost in my neighborhood of a fucking anime cat girl taking her top off, showing tits, and yeah. I just found that fascinating. I don't know why it's there, because this is like I don't know, the in quotes bad part of town, and this is there.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of weeb guy put it there.
But whoever they are, they're cool.
Yeah. Thanks for the sticker, bud. I carefully peeled it off. Thank you. Not to jerk off to, I put it on my fucking desk.
Around where I live, all I got is a bunch of like stickers from this really like right-wing group.
Oh yeah.
that I tend to scrape off.
Yeah. He is
just to fuck with him.
He's really adamant.
Oh yeah, no, really.
Keeps putting up the stickers, what I mean.
And I keep fucking taking them off. It's just not me.
Yeah.
Like, I would say he puts them up in a place that's very, like, weird.
Yeah.
Because I feel like around where I live is a pretty liberal place. Yeah. Because it's like next to a fucking... It's like college.
Yeah, it's next to a college, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
At some points, I don't know whether he tries to, like, get people to join his views or what the fuck, or just trying to fuck with people.
What's that trigger the libs?
Yeah, I get that sensation more.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. You know, I'll talk about some interesting things I've gotten into. You know, I'll link it to a YouTube video.
Okay.
So, if you're in any way, you know, somebody who watches YouTube or watches animation on YouTube, you've probably seen this thing recommended to you. Oh fuck! This thing by this anime called Aim Kid, and it's an animated fan music video for "Stupid Horse" by 100 Gex. And if you haven't heard of 100 Gex,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, let me tell you, Kumbo, about 100 Gex. It's one of those bands where, upon hearing them, everyone has one of two reactions. The first reaction is, fuck you, I'm not listening to this horse shit. And it's a fully understandable reaction, but I love it. It's basically what it sounds like. Let me describe this. It sounds like a horrifying, like, twisted mirror image of early 2010s pop. It has the most obnoxious amount of auto-tune on it, with fucking pitch-shifted voices, and it sounds like the most hyper-pop, hyper-kid music ever. Ugh. And I fucking love it, especially the song "Stupid Horse." It's so fucking grotesque, and at the same time so fucking catchy. I really like that animated music video, and everyone needs to check that shit out because it's so fucking good. Listen to "Stupid Horse" by 100 Gex. Okay.
Ay fucking way.
It's basically like the Nightcore version of Death Grips.
Nothing. That didn't help.
Yeah.
That didn't convince me to want to listen to it anymore.
I'm not. This is not one of those bands. I'm even like think I can convince most people. It's like it's one of those things.
Well, I guess we are in the music segment now.
Yeah, we'll do now.
Yes.
Well, we should we talk about the movies first?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
there's another thing that's new to the music segment. One thing me and Love have been doing now is we've been watching music movies.
Yeah.
As in, be it biopics or documentaries about music.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about two of those that we watched.
Yes.
We're gonna start with The Rise and Fall of The Clash.
Yes. Documentary about none other than the Misfits. Yeah, The Clash.
The Clash.
And yeah, I've seen. I think I've seen one Clash documentary before. It's the one about Joe Strummer. And, and this one offered. It was.
This one was basically it goes into the inside of like the rise and fall of The Clash.
Yeah.
and definitely goes into the fall.
Oh man,
of the Clash.
I really like that segment because I really like all the details they put in. They really make you sympathize for Joe Strummer in that section
because here's the thing about Joe Strummer is like he was essentially brainwashed and manipulated by their manager Bernie Rhodes, who is a piece of shit megalomaniac.
Oh yeah, and almost everyone in the movie says so.
Oh yeah, like there's just one guy who's just like, I think it was like a security guard or something. He just says like the first thing he says is just like, "It was an asshole."
Yeah. Just to give brief context, just to what we're talking about, because the Clash, I think most people know they're.
We talked about them before.
Yes, but the most important thing, Cut the Crap.
Cut the Crap was their last album,
and it did not cut the crap. It was this mangled. It actually reminds me of 100 Gex, but it's this mangled mess of like fucking drum machines and weird synths and like Joe Strummer lost somewhere in it.
Yeah, no. At this point, two very crucial members of the Clash had, been kicked out of the band.
Yeah.
One was Topper Heathen, the drummer, one of the best fucking drummers in the world.
Yeah.
Was kicked out due to the fact that he had like drug problems.
Yes.
And I think Joe at that time was very scared that would like seep into the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that been perpetrated by. Around that time, everyone was fucking scared of heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The second one was the guitarist and co-songwriter Mick Jones.
Yes.
Who basically got kicked out of the band because, well, he,
didn't want to play New Orleans music.
No, there was a lot of build-up to that. It was mainly like, here's the thing about the Clash.
Yeah.
They worked so fucking hard.
Yeah.
Too fucking hard.
Yes.
Like, Nick was the only one who had the sense to be like, hey, maybe we should take a break and relax a bit.
Yeah.
And everyone else was just like, go, 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 go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it took a toll on all of them.
And so, yeah.
And eventually that led to, Mick being sacked.
It was a good movie. I like it.
Yeah.
The only thing... the only problem I have with it is the problem I have with a lot of music documentaries is that it doesn't go into the nitty-gritty of the music that much.
Then again, I don't think this documentary's aim was to that, though.
Yeah.
It was more so just like, the rise and fall of the Clash, and not just like an overall Clash thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, so, the second one we watched was the documentary called Zappa from 2020, and it basically... It tries to do a documentary about Frank Zappa's whole life and his whole career and all that shit.
Yeah.
And I think it's pretty good.
I liked it too.
Yeah.
I think it was really good.
Yeah.
This thing about Zappa is, okay, I will say, be controversial, his type of music isn't the thing that I appeal to necessarily.
Listen, I'll get you in one day.
I know, there can definitely be some Zappa songs that I like. I like Trouble Every Day, for example. Yeah. Like, I think that's the kind of stuff I would... I don't know, maybe at some point I will get into it. Yeah. But let's be fair. I mean... It's Zappa.
It's a...
And, yeah.
He's a spiky man. It's a strange thing.
His music isn't always the easiest thing for people to get into.
And he... he had the strange inspirations of, like, very specific rhythm and blues artists and fucking Edgar Varese, Igor Stravinsky, like, very strange things.
Composers.
Yeah.
Who really just messed around quite a bit.
But,
But one thing that with Zappa that always has appealed to me is, just the whole strangeness around him. Yeah. And also huge amounts of respects to his ambition.
Oh, yeah.
And just drive to make shit.
Yeah. He was a fucking madman with how much shit he did.
Yeah, no, seriously.
This is one of those, I don't know. It's a good documentary for both somebody who doesn't know Zappa and somebody who knows Zappa. Yeah. Except if you're really into Zappa, you might have some pet peeves about the fact they didn't cover some very hilarious and important things. Thank you.
Yeah, there was one thing that you pointed out.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
Yes, I do want to talk about this, because this is one of the funniest fucking things. Because, okay, so, Zappa's first band, the Motors of Invention, they they had this strange reputation in Los Angeles where at first they were kind of loved because they were like, they were in the freak scene and they were, doing all this fucked up music. Then they made an album called We're Only In It For The Money, and it was, the entire album is just fucking shitting on hippies in the most aggressive way possible.
And specifically Sgt. Pepper.
Yes, and they were basically not wholesome uwu, to put it in modern terms. And after that point, people just, many people in Los Angeles started to fucking hate them. And then after that, they were like, I wonder if we can get our music onto the radio if we do one album where we just disguise ourselves as a lost 1950s doo-wop band. And, so they made an album called Cruising with Ruben and the Jets. And the same year, Whirling for the Money, by the way, which is bizarre because they sound fucking nothing alike. But, they actually fooled many radio stations into thinking there was this lost 50s doo-wop band called Ruben and the Jets, and they got fan mail from people talking about that. And, and I believe on the original singles they issued, they didn't even put the Motors of Invention's name on it. There was this Ruben and the Jets. And I fucking love that album, mainly because it is sort of like poppy 1960s music, but it has this there's such a thick sarcastic edge to it where if you know they're fucking around with it, it's so much funnier. And the best part is how the last song on the album, they just give it up, and it's called Stuff Up the Cracks, and it's about a guy who gets dumped by a girl, so he fucking kills himself with the fumes in his garage.
Oh my god.
And it has a fucking shredding guitar solo at the end, it has no fucking place in a doo-wop thing. I don't know. Fascinating, but yeah. Well, we also continued the continued experiment where we give each other an album to listen to.
Yes, we did.
And let me tell you, the last time around, I gave Kumbel an album where I was like, I'm pretty sure he'll kind of dig this. This time I was like, I want to throw Kumbel in some more some more crazy shit. I want to see just get a take on what Kumbel might think of.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with you doing that sometimes.
Yeah, because
it helps me discover more music.
Yeah, because I gotta say I'm very curious personally on your impressions of Swordfish Trombones by Tom Waits. That's the album.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So how do I? Okay, so I'll right off the bat I gotta say.
Yeah.
I was hoping, I was planning to listen to it once again.
Yes.
A second take.
Yeah.
Before you arrived to my place. Yeah. But you arrived early, so I couldn't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I still, there are still things about it that I do remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just not song titles.
Yeah. Well,
but just in general, the whole album, I will say, the best way I could describe it is it sounded like the music from a seedy bar in hell.
Yes, that's pretty good way to put it.
Yeah, I say that because it's like there's a consistent, theme of just just this seediness and just kind of like darkness.
Of course, yeah, very dark.
But it's not always the same kind of music.
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost as if like each track is a different band playing in front of on the stage and in the bar.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I'm gonna add some context that might help you contextualize the thing. Because Tom Waits, he was he started out his career as like he was the classic bar fly singer. He was sort of like he was very influenced by Frank Sinatra, and then in the early 80s, his girlfriend Kathleen Brennan showed, she gave him Captain Beefheart records, and man, this yielded Swordfish Trombones, which I personally described to Kumbel in the thing I sent to him as it sounds like the inside of a World War II veteran's dementia-riddled brain.
I definitely caught some of that.
Yeah,
definitely.
And the thing, there's two types of, there's a few different types of tracks. There's the kind where it's very wacky instrumentation, has like the xylophones and all this shit. And then there's like the fucking just deep depression shit. And
Yeah.
I really like the contrast between the two. There's one song that I really like for how fucking just... It gets so aggressive sometimes, despite how, like, sad it is.
Yeah, definitely.
Like 16 shells from a 30-06. That song where it's like the... Ba-doom, ba-doom, doom, pow. Remember the song?
Yeah, that one, yeah.
That song is fucking insane in the way he sings it. He's just fucking screaming. But, yeah, that almost kind of coined his, what's it called? It's called junkyard percussion, which is basically he doesn't use conventional drums for most of his songs. It's just like objects.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
But
there was one track that sticks in my head.
Yeah.
It was almost like him telling a story.
Oh man,
about a guy who, let's just say, gets kind of sick of his girlfriend.
Oh, Frank's Wild Years. That's the song I was waiting to hear your thoughts on. The song is like, it's sort of like a lounge song, like doo doo doo.
And it's like him talking about it, like, never really liked that dog.
Yeah, like it's just about this guy who has like normal family life, and he just gets so fucking sick of it that he just burns down his house and. Is laughing maniacally. The best quote about that song is I think Tom Waits said in an interview where he said, "I think there's a little Frank in all of us." And you know what? I can't disagree.
Oh man, fucking hell!
But it goes from very highs and lows. It can be very depressing and very darkly humorous.
Yeah.
Like one of the most depressing songs to me personally is fucking Soldiers Things, which is ostensibly, from what I've seen, it's about like somebody selling the items of a soldier who died, and it's just recounting the different items that he had with him when he died.
Yeah.
And some shit like that.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm also the song the title track, Swordfish Trombones. I love that song specifically for this line that I think is really chilling, where it's, he came home from the war with a party in his head, ready to put on a fire. What was it? With an idea for a fireworks display. Oh, with a party in his head, huh? Yeah, very World War I.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
And I'll just say, I think the last track in the album called Rainbirds is a very underrated song because it's like, in some ways, I think it's the saddest on the album because it doesn't even. It's just an instrumental. It's just like this fucking. I don't know. Sad shit. But okay, down. Because I want to talk about the album I listened to.
Yes. Today, okay, so I definitely knew that once we started this little thing, I wanted to give love a Motorhead album.
Of course.
And I picked one that I picked, specifically picked this one.
Yeah.
Because of one song. To surprise the hell out of you.
Yeah, it did surprise the hell out of me. It did.
So I picked the Motorhead album, March or Die.
Yes.
It's from, when was it released?
Early 90s.
Yeah, early 90s.
Yeah.
Also, around this time was when the lineup of Motorhead was, Lemmy, I think it was Phil Campbell and Wurzel on guitars. And early into the, somewhere into the production, Phil Filthy Animal Taylor was the drummer, but then he fucking left the band.
Yeah.
And they got someone else. I can't remember what they called it. It was not Mickey D, that's for sure.
Somebody. Yeah. I gotta say, I've been meaning to get into Motorhead for a while, and it's one of those bands that's always been on the back burner, and I gotta say, I'm happy I listened to this album, because damn, it goes fucking hard. I really like, I'm not, what's it called? I really should have gotten into Motorhead earlier because I really, really like Lemmy's vocals. I just really like them, and also just how fucking hard it goes. And
this one, I think, this is one of the first albums that really go into some heavier topics.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I might be wrong on that. I feel like there might be 1960. Was 1964? I can't keep track of this shit.
He was writing a dark song.
Yeah, basically there was another thing is just like with this album compared to others is like I think it has like just a slower, more melodic sound to it.
Yeah.
Than some of the other albums.
Yes. And I'll talk about some of the different songs here. So
yeah.
Well, okay. What the hell am I saying? Okay, the thing I've always been struck by Motorhead is that they're the one band that could somehow live between the metalheads and the punk fans and just be there comfortably where both of them just love them.
Yeah.
And the thing I like about Motorhead is that they also have they're super heavy and they go super hard, but also they have this weird like sort of bluesy intonation to their stuff.
Well, that's the thing. That's a lot of that comes from Lemmy's biggest inspirations being the early like rock and roll stuff that he was introduced to.
Yeah,
because he was around when that first started.
Yeah, exactly.
Like his favorite rock and roll singer of all time, he says is Little Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, that's another thing about Motorhead. It's just like, the heavy metal and punks feel to it, but also a lot of like early rock and roll blues stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what's so interesting because Motorhead were on the whole like hard rock metal scene before most of the fucking people, and most of the hard rock metal guys were inspired by Motorhead.
Lemmy is often credited as the godfather of heavy metal.
Yeah, and that's pretty understandable because they were fucking early.
Yeah,
and
dealing with Hawkwind in some ways.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, what the hell am I saying? Oh, and the main surprise on the album that Kumo was talking about that did catch me off guard was during a song called
I Ain't No Nice Guy.
Yeah, I Ain't No Nice Guy. Yes, that song.
Yeah,
and it fucking just Ozzy's on it, Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
And I thought I was a nice surprise. I was like, wow.
That's nice. Slash.
Yeah, exactly. That too. I looked. It's funny. I looked up the Wikipedia page as soon as I heard it. I was like, wait, is that fucking Ozzy? I gotta look up the Wikipedia. And Slash is also on there.
Yeah. I love that fucking song.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I just...
And also another song that I want you to talk about is Bad Religion.
Oh yeah, Bad Religion is a fantastic song. It's just... Lemmy's very hardcore view on the world. He has to,
he definitely
speaks his mind.
I think that was around the time TV Evangelist was a big thing.
Yes.
And I think this song is definitely about that.
Yeah, definitely. And I
basically talking about how they're all a bunch of liars and they're all going to hell.
Yeah. I really like that.
Yeah.
And the final song, March or Die.
That one is also really fucking good.
Yeah, that one it's very it has the whole sound for where the and this made me want to listen to more Motorhead albums. I'm interested, but
I'll give you some more.
Yeah, it's interesting how we both somehow managed to choose singers with extremely fucked up raspy vocals and both alcoholics.
Yeah, and often sing about really fucking dark shit.
It's interesting we both did that. Well, okay, was a fan.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
and also I think my favorite song on that album, honestly, is actually the first one called Stand.
Yeah, Stand. That's a great song.
It's a great motivational song.
It is.
Forget your blood and bones, stand like you're made of stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew. Oh my. Okay, this podcast is going pretty long. Okay, well, thank you, everybody.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the podcast.
Potpourri Podcast. Bye, everybody. See you later, Smelly.